The question was, do rich men care about your past? Here's the thing. All men care about your past. But busy men don't want to ask questions they don't want to know the answers to. If they're busy enough, they're not going to be worried about what you were doing or with what you're doing anyways. They got stuff going on, you see? Yeah, let me square out. Instagram's a little wonky. There we go. Busy men just don't ask. That's your answer. It's always the guys that don't have anything going on, that are so consumed about what you did before them. My God. Yeah, so it's like they got so much time on their hands to sit and ponder about what it is you're doing or what you were doing. If that man was busy and about it, let me tell you, he doesn't even want to ask, because you know what? I don't need to know everything, because some of your answers might make me upset, and I don't want to ask these questions, because I'd rather be happy than worry about what you did before I knew you. You get what I'm saying? Now, there's a little bit of there's some risk management there. You got to be healthy in who you're selecting to spend your time around or whatever. But within reason, let's say. It's like, do I really want to know? Something maybe I ought not to know. I don't know if it's for me to know, because it's just going to make me upset. So let's just be happy. I choose happiness. I choose ignorance and happiness. So I think all men care, but busy men don't want to know. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm in a new setup, and we're in my bedroom today. Bow chicka wow. They're setting up for a party tonight and having all around, and I'm kind of staying out of the way, hanging out with my boy Max. Yeah. So, do men care about your past? The answer is yes, of course they do, and rightfully so. But that's true whether rich or poor. Poor care more, because they're so wrapped up in their identity, either who they are or who they're going to be, that they're like concerned about it. And the poor guys are always so judgmental. My God, it's like, because they got nothing else to worry about. And then the rich guys care too, because they want to make it. They don't want you to make them look bad. Nobody wants to, date the girl that everybody's already been with. That's a big thing. Like if you're a rich guy and you're home and you find this girl and you really like this girl, and then you find out like one of your boys, like one of your homies has been there, it's like, I gotta let this girl go, man. Like, so you should take that shit to your grave, ladies. Secrecy is everything. Just don't tell them. They don't want to know, really. You see what I'm saying? They're asking you, but they don't really want to know. Because otherwise, we'd be happy here together. They say they do. They're asking because they want to know, and all men care about your past. But maybe they don't need to know. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit to your grave. Because if you're a rich man and you got your rich friends or acquaintances, whatever, and they've been with a girl you could really like this girl. You could have met this girl, you had 2 dates and it was amazing, sparks fly, fireworks, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But if you found out your homie's been there, it's like, oh, damn it. I can never see her again. So just take that shit to your grave. Some things they don't need to know. Because there's a timeline for this stuff, and it's any direction, left or right. Like if you were with their homie from 5 years ago, that man will ghost you. So don't tell him. Move to a new city and change your name and dye your hair. Record clean. Whoosh. Who's gonna know? I don't know her. You mean that redhead? I don't know her. Never seen her. I don't know. Take it to your grave, folks. Yeah. Never heard of her. It's in your head only, that's right. Nobody's got to know if you don't tell them. Nobody will know if you don't tell them. Do men like inexperienced women? I think men prefer inexperienced women. Anything that men can lord over their heads. Men love teaching women stuff, and that's another thing. Y'all should take that to the bank, straight to the bank. If you understand men, you can just win. That's it. Men love inexperienced women because they love to feel like they can teach them stuff and they're useful and helpful. So y'all, when y'all start dating these men, you should be like the most, you should at the very least pretend to be the most inexperienced woman in the world. I've never seen, wow, you can cut grass like that? Wow. I didn't even know people did that. I didn't thought it just stopped growing. That man will be out there cutting your grass in no time. Just be impressed by everything. Let him teach you something, stuff you've done for 10 years. Just be impressed by all of it. Whoa. Wow, I didn't know that. Wow. You're such a good teacher. I'm wanting so much from you. Ha ha. Men want to feel useful, ladies. So if you can just feign ignorance, you'll win them over. That's just how it is. Like straight up, actually. You should make it to the point where they're thinking, how does this girl even survive up till now? She needs me. That's how you make a man feel useful. You need him. It's not as if you've been living on this world for 30 fucking years all on your own. Just, no, forget that. He needs to feel that like, damn, this girl really needs me around. I need to teach her some stuff. That's what you do, folks. Make him feel like he's teaching you something new. Every day. You'll get him hooked. That's how it works. That's how you catch them. So if you say men like inexperienced girls, the answer is yes. And y'all should just feign inexperience. Why not? Just do it for the plot. You ever go to a bar or whatever with your girlfriends and just make up a name and a profession just to see if we can get away with it? Just like whatever you can come up with, like see if guys will buy it. And you'll be, it's so crazy too, because guys are like dumb about it. They will listen to your story and with an interested look on their face, and you're sitting there bold-faced lie talking about you're some kangaroo trainer at the zoo, and they're just like, oh wow, that's super interesting. Do you like doing that? And it's like so obvious that the girls are fucking with them, but they're just so stupid about it. So just do that. Just like feign ignorance. And then they'll just go, oh my God, let me show you, babe. Watch this. You gotta just put your hands like this and you swing with your hips and sold. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, folks. What do you think about a 19-year-old and a 47-year-old man with money relationship? So if you're a 19-year-old woman dating a 47-year-old man and you're doing it for money, man, that's a tale as old as time. There's nothing new. Everybody would look at that and be like, yeah, I get it. She's obviously with him for the money. But also, by the way, 47's not bad. Like 47's like, there's still Vero. No, if he goes 57, people are gonna be like, whoa, is that your daughter? Or like, something like that. But 47, he can still look young. 47-year-old guys kind of look still young, but what you're saying to me isn't some strange thing. Everybody knows that that's how it goes. Like if you're a man that's pushing 50 and you got a 19 or a 20-year-old girlfriend or whatever, everybody's like, yeah, she's with him for the money. Nobody bats an eye at that shit. They're like, yeah, no duh. And if it works for you, ma'am, that's cool. Do your thing. Hello. Are you related to Justin Hartley? No. Sometimes it works out. Yeah, sometimes it does. I've seen that scenario too. I know this girl actually. She knew this. She was 18 dating a guy, like no joke, white hair dude. I don't know how old he was, but it was like he was old enough to make a TV show about it. Like they lived on a yacht together. He was rich as fuck, old 60s, and she was 18 dating him, and like everybody again at a glance, including myself, I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. You know, who knows her circumstances, where she's from, where her family is, but this guy is like, you know, wealthy, older, whatever. Nobody cares. It's like, okay, it's a bit of an age gap, but like, whatever. Everyone gets it, right? But they spent a couple of years together, and like, there was no doubt. Because I knew this person, I knew who she was, and I have no doubt in my mind that she loved that man. And maybe it's like a Stockholm syndrome thing. You know what I'm saying? There's always a little bit of that. I'm not saying he was her prisoner or whatever, because she certainly wasn't. But you know, you spend enough time with a person, you get to know them, might come to love them. You never know. But the way I see it, you don't have to necessarily date for money. Just put yourself where rich people are and date for love. And if they're a little bit older, so be it. Easier on you anyways. Thank me later. Now, as a 24-year-old turning 25 this year, what should my rage for dating be? Well, Frankie, you're at your quarter-life crisis. What are you going to do? How is your life not in shambles now? You should be married with kids already. Frankie, what are you talking about? Aren't you in a panic? It's going so fast. And now that you're 25, your dating pool is everyone. You better hurry up. You're a 25-year-old adult woman. Your dating age range is literally everyone. You can date all of them. Pick one. Pick them all. Date multiple. Whatever. You're a grown-ass woman. You don't need to be asking me what your age range is. What are you attracted to? Start there. You gotta look inward for that. When you're 25, the answer is your dating pool is everyone. All right? Okay. Do men like smart women? Yes, as long as they don't challenge them. You know what I'm saying? I personally like a little bit of a challenge. Like I like a little bit of pushback, because I am a person, I have strong opinions, and I will bulldoze people. But if they challenge me, I have the wherewithal to be like, okay, maybe. Like I have the ability, and most people don't have the ability to rethink what they think of something with new information. All right, you would think that's a common trait amongst most humans. Not wrong. It isn't. Have you ever spoke to anybody about anything? Politics, money, any of it? No matter what, they just dig their fucking heels in. So for me, though, a little bit of a challenge is good, because it helps me keep my vision from being so narrow sometimes. Sometimes I get so focused. And then so a little outside, well, matter of fact, makes me go, huh, okay. All right, but men don't like challenging women. You don't. There's a way to be smart and helpful and yield some perspective without being a fucking challenge. God, especially men that are about it. Because here's the thing: if you're out there grinding on some shit every day, you're actually making real moves. All day long, you're having complex, high-level, intellectual, and problem-solving scenarios and situations literally daily with other very smart and capable men. And the last thing you want to do is come home to a woman that's just going to challenge you intellectually in the bedroom or whatever. You're going to be like, God, can we just... It's been a long day, honey. Can you just lick my fucking wounds? And I can call it a night so I can get out there and fight tomorrow. That's what it is. So there is a way, because I like smart women personally. Just, you don't need to outsmart your man. If you're like supporting him and helpful, you can do it in a way that's not combative. And if you can do that, if you can master that, that man will do anything for you. If you can't master that, that man will be repulsed by you. So it's very important. You can be smart without being challenging. Why do men ghost? Because he thinks he can do better than you. Sorry to tell you. I broke my heart to say that. Russell, can you date me just for a homage? That's funny. No, I'm not doing it for that reason, but I might date you. I'm in politics. I feel like I scare some men. Well, especially women that talk politics to men, and especially if you have a differing opinion about politics. This is kind of what I'm saying. If you guys are having a debate about politics, and you're in politics, especially if you're in politics, you're going to lord that shit over their head. And he might have his own worldview of things. And then you have yours, and you're in politics, so you get a little more insight, and you feel like you have more insight. And then you're just going to talk to men about it, and press them, or try to let them know how smart and in the know you are, and that's just going to repulse them. You see what I'm saying? There's a way to be smart without being combative. Nobody wants to fight a woman over anything. It's it's not productive for you, and you don't prove anything by that coming across a bit terse. Okay, you just don't. So the answer is, you can be smart. But you need to, and you can be challenging in a mild way, but it needs to be from a point of being helpful, not I'm going to show you what for, or I know best, I'm in this space. That's just not a good way. You'll often just lose the bet. I'm a prosecutor. Wait, that's a good one. I'm a prosecutor. Does my job scare successful men? Not if they're not criminals. You're either gonna get if you're not gonna scare anybody that's not criminal, and then if you might you might be what's that TV show? I can't think of it right now. Anyways, they might want to sleep with the prosecutor. Maybe they get a lenient sentencing. Maybe it'll go easy on them. Sleeping with the DA or whatever. You better watch out. I'm sure you do a thorough background check on every person you go on a date with. God. You imagine that? She brings your rap sheet to the restaurant. This is a Wendy's. She's got a rap sheet with her. We're going to go through this, put my spectacles on, and just go through their sheet together. I believe in reform. Yeah, I imagine being a prosecutor might scare some people that are a little bit, dancing along the line. Where are they finding quality men these days? Where are you finding quality men these days? 38 to 48. You need to be going to church. A lot of men at church. Can afford it? Get a country club membership. Pick up padel. All right? Show a little ankle. Get yourself a skirt. You can get some small little micro injections for those varicose veins, and boom, you're in business. Get you some dry shampoo and a padel skirt. All right? Now you're in business. Do you think it's important to dress up every day? Well, ma'am, you can't just be walking around like little rat girl wearing the same juicy couture pants as yesterday. All right? At least beat your face a little bit. Make it look cute a little bit. Get a matching set, a fresh matching set at least. My God. What do you expect? You're just going to leave the house just fucking a mess? What if Prince Charming drives by while you're on the street? What are you going to do? You got to be at least medium ready all the time. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be a everything shower, but it's something. All right? God. Presentation matters, folks. Hang on. You guys are a little crooked on me. Okay. There we go. Presentation matters. Instagram's a little crooked. Here we go. Okay. We're back. I live in a medium ready stage. Yeah, I think that's fair. You don't have to shave every time just in case, but you got to be medium ready. All right? Let's see. Hello, everyone. I walked down the street. In a dress and caused a car accident. There you go. Now, you don't need to do that. You don't need to cause a car accident every day either. But you can't be walking around, in yesterday's juicy couture, okay? But somewhere in the middle is your daily regimen. All right? I think that's fair. Is that fair? Medium ready merch. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll do medium ready merch. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Okay. Yesterday's juicy. That's right. What? Wait. Let me back it up. You guys are so fast. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Exactly. And also it'll help you. Like if you guys aren't like getting full ready every day, you don't have to get full ready, but you gotta have, a light beat or something. God. Okay, you do that at least. Light beat and some eyeliner will take you miles and miles. All right? And if you can do that, at least you won't be so goddamn depressed. Go outside, get some vitamin D. All right? And you never know. Hello, everyone. It's too cold outside. Okay, well, do a pullover. My God, get out of your house. What's a light beat? See, you're the woman I'm talking to. You're who I'm talking to. You're the one who needs a light beat. All right? Start taking notes. Get your pen and paper out. You get a pencil. Start taking notes. Hello, everyone. Some women think they don't need makeup. Well, if you don't need it, and God blessed you, then you don't need it. I mean, let's face it. I mean, are you going to be mad at that? God's creation or whatever? That seems like a religious problem. You should take that to a priest. You can't be mad at what God made. You see what I'm saying? Some people don't need it. But for the rest of us, a little contouring never hurt anybody. You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all need to shrink that nose a bit. Whatever. Don't be mad at it. If you can afford to do it without, then more power to you. Little lip gloss goes a long way. That's right. Does your mom have IG? Yeah, but I'm not giving you my damn mom's IG. You guys are crazy. Next thing you know, you guys are going to have full-blown conversations with my mother about me. Jesus. She's probably going to see this. Let's see. Hello from Georgia. Hello. They don't care. Rich men don't care about how much money you make. I think that most men, even if they're not that rich, won't really care about how much money you make either. If they care about how much money you make, there's a more sinister plot at play here. You see what I'm saying? That if a man cares about how much money you make, he's scheming. He's like factoring in how much how little he has to work now because of how much money you make. You get what I'm saying? He's thinking about it. Oh, she's a lawyer. Who was a prosecutor earlier? Oh yeah, she's a lawyer. Yeah, she makes good money. That's dope. Yeah. They start plotting their future about how little they're gonna have to work later because she makes such good money. Is that what you want? Because why are they asking? I second guess because I think that are they asking because they're genuinely interested in your profession, or are they sizing you up? They're saying how much money you make, so that I don't have to work as hard myself if I end up hooking up or whatever. Doesn't it feel a little like that? Like there's a motive. How the prosecutors say, like there's a motive, Miss Prosecutor. Isn't there a motive here? Oh, you're a lawyer? Wow. How do you like that? It feels like something's happening. You know what I mean? Premeditated is what they call it. He's imagining how little he's going to have to pay. Your lawyer going to be paying for the vacations and stuff. And man, you're going to be on a vacation and he's not going to like the room you selected and y'all going to get in a fight. in the Bahamas. Because he doesn't like the room that you paid for. That's your future. Is that what you want? Dateline for real. So when they're asking what you do, they're scheming. Don't tell me they're not. Because rich men don't care. It's like an afterthought. Y'all already on the third date before a rich man. Y'all already be on the third date before he even knows what you do for work, if you have a job at all. Because he doesn't care. Didn't even ask. You see what I mean? They don't need to know. They just like you. Broke guys are asking you in the DMs before y'all go out. What do you do again? Scheming. Let's see. Okay, wait. Hang on. I'm a lawyer and I tell them I'm in the legal field. Yeah. Well, you don't even need to. If you're in the legal field and you're a lawyer, you don't even have to tell them because they'll be able to see it on your face with those eye bags. Lawyers working 80-hour weeks. You're just tired. You know. You don't even have to say it. They already know. I'm in the legal field. They'll know. Better get some tightening makeup. Okay. It says, okay, you're actually funny. It's the actually for me. It's the actually for me. Okay, let's see here. So rude. Yeah, well, sometimes it's called harsh truths about dating, not nice ones. Where can I find high caliber men? I don't know where you live, but I promise you where they're not. They're not going to be at the motorcycle bar off the freeway. All right, just like assess in your mind in your city where the rich guys ought to hang out, and that you're probably right. Like you're close enough, you know. And just find a reason to put yourself out there. Get some hobbies that's going to bring you out to the yacht club. All right, that's going to bring you to the padel court. That's going to bring you out to the tennis club or the golf course. All right, get you some hobbies where you imagine rich people are in your area, and then date for love. That's good advice. Yeah, do you take up golf? Yeah, go hang out at Top Golf. Something like that, or cut above that at least. Save up and get yourself a membership. It's worth it. You fake it till you make it. No. Ladies, you don't have to fake it. All right. All you got to do, all you need is a good color palette, some dry shampoo, and a nice sense of styles. Push up the girls and then get out there. You don't have to fake that. Just be yourself. Just be in the right places. You see what I'm saying? There is a man and an offer for you. You won't get them by sitting at home on your couch and just waiting. He doesn't know you're there. You need like a sonar, radar, or something. Boop, boop. You know, they're gonna triangulate your position. Boop, boop. That's not how it works. You gotta get out there, hit the pavement. All right, beat those bricks. Wait a second. Hang on. That's crazy. Wait a second. Okay, Meanda. He doesn't want to see me because apparently I'm too hot, so no Valentine's. You're dumping him. Here's the thing, Meanda. If he doesn't want to see you and it's Valentine's Day or whatever, you're not the one. You're like the second or the third. Sorry. That's how you know, ladies. Just so you know. Sorry to break that to you. Do with that information what you will. That man's got a full-blown wife and family. Oh, let's see here. Let's see here. Advice. Advice for newly divorced men. Well, men are just going to get back out there anyways. Like just because the men are divorced, what do you think? They're going to just sit at home? The men will oftentimes like find like themselves going from having a consistent woman in his life, and then he'll go out into the world and face the reality of like not having women like kind of like really like them, because they've always had one at home up to now or whatever. And so when they lose that and then they got to get back dating again, they often realize how tricky and challenging it is, and they'll come up empty-handed for a while, but eventually they'll get some girl or whatever, and then they'll start building confidence back up and go down the path. But most of the times, guys hit that brick wall a few times. They get upset. They don't get the action that they imagined they were going to have when they were with the woman, the wife, girlfriend, whatever. And then they get back out there, get slapped in the face with reality, and that's why they end up calling the girls back. They be like, "Hey, I miss you," whatever. It's because they're not getting the results out in the world that they thought they were going to get when they were together with you. Nothing more confident than a man that has a girlfriend at home. But when they're single, it's trickier, and then they come crawling back. And not saying y'all can't work that out, because sure, maybe you can. But I think that if they went out there and got Beyonce or some other equivalent in their prime, they're not going to be calling you up again. They're calling you up because of the defeat that they've been facing. Don't you see? Don't you get it? So, do with that information what you will. Do you like strawberry grape jelly on your PB&J? I haven't had a PB&J in ever. It's been a long time, 25 years. I don't know. I like them both, though, actually. But what a question. Let's see. Do men like independent women? It depends on what you mean by independent. Now, if you mean that you're just a woman who has a job and pays her own rent and her own bills, that's just being an adult. Are you really independent, or are you just being like an average adult, right? That's first and foremost. Now, if you mean independent where you're not going to be calling them, you're not going to be replying to them, you're out there busy with an actual legitimate business where your time and energy is preoccupied. If that's what you mean by independent, then no, most men don't like that. They want you to be available and accessible to them. And that's fair, right? And so you as a woman choose your priorities, right? Okay. Are BBLs a deal breaker for some men? Men can't tell the difference, ladies. What are you talking about? Men will look at a woman with an entire CC in just one lip, all right, on their face. They'll do the maximum BBL, and that man will look at them with a straight face and be like, I love a natural woman. Look at that. I love natural beauties like this. Men don't know. They're stupid. They don't get it at all. They're so confused about this stuff. All right? So like when you say, "Oh, do men like BBLs?" They can't even tell you got one. They don't even know. So just my advice to you, go get you one. They're not going to know the difference anyways. They will argue with you until they're blue in the face that she works out. She's worked for that. That's natural. That's natural. And it's more about like a fantasy for them. It's like they want it to be natural. So they'll just convince themselves that it is, and then they'll argue with you that it is. And you're a woman, and you're like, "Sir, What do you mean? You don't see? Are you blind? The answer is yes, they are. They don't know. Men don't know. They don't know. Here's the thing, ladies. Cosmetics and surgical procedures works. That shit works against them. That works against them. They don't understand. They don't know. They're like 50-50 if like the rack is real or not. They don't know. You see what I'm saying? You think they know you got a BBL? Get a BBL and tell men you work for it. They'll all believe you. I promise you. They'll go, oh, wow. Yeah. What, you doing squats? Oh, yeah. Was you born with it? Oh, yeah. Nice. I like it fat. Ugh. They don't fucking know. What about eyelashes? Eyelashes you can kind of tell if they're real or not. But if you do it right, men can't tell that either. If you're getting this, if you're walking around like this, you know, trying to fly the fuck away, okay? Okay, they can tell. But other than that, all right, they can't tell. If you're walking around there trying to catch air, okay, that's obvious. But besides that, they just can't tell. That isn't to say you shouldn't be meticulously well groomed, because they do notice things. They can't tell with the makeup and the procedures and stuff, but they do notice things. Some of y'all ladies, in the right light, you used to do like this, kind of. Y'all see a little mustache right across there. And some of y'all have self-aware. Some of y'all dark-haired gals are self-aware of that. So you kind of take care of it. You know what I mean? Get you some wax kits or whatever. Some of y'all light-haired girls, y'all don't even know you got it because you don't ever see your face sideways. You just see it straight on. So what I suggest all y'all do is invest in an adjacent mirror. And you might discover that, oh no, I look like Loch Ness Monster and I need to fix this shit, because men notice that shit. They don't know how to tell you looking like, they don't know how to say it to you. They'll be like, I don't know. They'll tell their friends. I just don't know how to break it to Nessie.